This week on Truthy Info.
We're going to be looking at time.
Where has all the time gone?
Or where has it come from?
I'm Sam Anderson.
I'm Bob Rockwood.
This is Truthy Info.
Bringing you the truth.
Whether it's real
or not. You know, people take time for granted.
They sure do. Time is not on our side.
Now, many people look at time as something very strict and rigid, where in actuality it's more fluidic.
Yes, see, the space-time continuum actually bends and shifts.
That's right.
And so you could find yourself transported through time, and it would feel like only a few seconds have passed.
Exactly.
That's what happens when you go to sleep at night.
Yeah. Your body magically moves from one point in time to another.
Yep.
But the thing is, again, time is relative, and the reason why we can say right now it's, say, 6:35 is because we have all agreed at some point that this time is 6:35.
Actually, it's because of the clock in the back.
Right, but that is because everyone agreed to that clock could tell us that. However...
So you're saying that if we didn't all agree and all the clocks at different times, nobody would know what time it is.
Exactly, which is what used to happen.
Really?
Now, there is this conspiracy. Now, I'm not going to say it's a conspiracy because we weren't there. We can't prove it one way or the other. We're just going to give you the information and let them...
You decide.
Well, you make up your own mind.
That's what deciding is.
Shh, don't say that. Don't say you...
Why?
Because we'll get in trouble again.
For what? Who else says that?
There's one of the fake news places that say it.
They say that?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know, they're the ones who we really are, equanimous, and we weigh the same.
Yeah.
Even, yeah. They try to use something similar to our tagline. And then,
those guys?
Yeah.
Wait, they say you decide?
Yeah.
Okay, well no, here we give you the truth, and you make up your mind.
Yeah. All right. Now, in the Middle Ages, there was a theory that from around 641 AD until 911 AD.
That's very specific.
Yes, not to be confused with 9/11, but 9/11 AD, that the Pope decided, you know what, we want to get this closer to 1000. So they just added 300 years. They went from 640 something to 9/11, just like that.
See, now if that did happen, it was clearly because people thought our Savior would return in the year 1000.
Yeah, they just wanted it, yeah.
He's our Savior, people. He knows how time works.
He's not going to be fooled by that.
Right? And in fact, that's the reason he didn't come back, is because he was angry over us changing the time.
We tried to trick him, and he's like, mm-mm.
So how many years did people skip?
They skipped, it was about 300 something years.
300 something years. And then he actually did come in the year 1300.
But no one was looking for him.
Yeah.
They said, who's this hippie? And they ran him out of town.
Now, why is it that people believe this? That there's 300 years of added time in our calendar?
Well, part of it is some people say, well, it's to help mesh the Julian calendar with the up-and-coming Gregorian calendar and to equalize out the extra days and months that were added.
Wait, so what's Julian and Gregorian?
Okay, Julian was
Why doesn't everyone just use the American calendar?
Well, this was like a long time ago, and America we were busy doing our own thing. We didn't even discover the rest of the world yet.
Okay.
So they were doing we had American time. And over in Europe, they had this guy Julian, this French guy, and they had this guy Gregor, who I think was probably Gregor. That's like Russian, or isn't it? Or Eastern European, maybe?
Gregor, it sounds very Scottish.
Okay. I will fire you. We've gone through a good run, camera guy. Don't make me fire another one. I've been trying to hold off this year. I've been good.
I think he's right, though. I think it was Kazakhstan.
I don't care. I will fire him. So, Kazakhstan. And then they had a fight to see which one of their times is right. And then they had this 300 years. And then when we discovered the rest of the world, bam, America time.
Well, also, there's another reason people believe in this conspiracy is because of carbon dating.
Yeah.
People have found that there's not a lot of artifacts or old bone fragments or anything that dates to that period of time.
Right.
So clearly, period of time didn't happen.
Yeah. I mean, but you can't prove a negative. That's the
But
thing.
if you take this evidence, right?
Yeah.
And that is your cause to believe this?
Yeah.
Well, then that says that because nothing dates to that period of time,
It didn't happen.
well, see, if you understand the way the space-time continuum works, right?
Right.
You start on one end, the year 0, and then you end up here, the year 2019, right? So at some point there, so if we have things that date back 1,000 years,
Right.
or 2,000 years,
Yep.
we know that 2,000 years ago happened.
Well, we're pretty sure.
But if nothing dates back to 11 or 1,200 years ago, clearly the time has passed, otherwise we wouldn't be here now.
Right.
So the real conspiracy was that during those 300 years,
Yeah.
the Earth actually phased out and appeared in an alternate universe.
That's very possible. The multiverse,
Yeah.
the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Again, if you're looking for extra people for your movies, MCU. Yeah. No, look, just lack of evidence doesn't necessarily prove something didn't happen. I never really had any hard evidence that my ex-wife was cheating on me, but I knew it. Everyone knew it. So it doesn't mean that, it didn't happen.
You didn't find out who with, though, right?
Well, I have ideas.
Okay, as long as you don't know for sure.
I have ideas.
Yeah. So, so the Earth actually, and this is, it was done with alien technology is what phased the Earth out into this alternate universe.
Yep.
And now they've created a conspiracy to cover up for it. It's called physics.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, where they
Yes.
come up with these silly laws of physics. And if you can't go to court before a judge, it's not a law, is it?
I mean, laws have penalties as well.
Right?
If you break a law, you go to jail. But you break a law of physics, you don't go to jail.
It's
you
not a law, it's
you-
more like a suggestion.
you fail the test. If you
Right.
break the laws of physics, you fail the test. But yeah, they should. Newton's first suggestion, it should be. Newton's second
Right.
law, no.
And then they have
second
theories like
suggestion.
the Big Bang, which is obviously just absurd nonsense.
Yeah.
Like everything came from one point.
Yeah,
What was it all doing there?
exactly. And why then blow up if you like it so much?
Right?
Yeah.
I'm Sam Anderson,
I'm Bob Rockwood,
and this has been Truthy Info.
bringing you the truth
Whether it's real or not.
not.